Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Hope's crucial choice, Carter's future at risk. According to Friday, May 2nd spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton's future will be on the line as Hope Logan must make a decision that will change her life. Will Hope and Carter be able to reconcile and start over? Hope received some heartwarming advice from Liam Spencer at the Cliff home. It's obvious that Liam believes Hope ought to listen to Carter and make an effort to give him another chance. On Friday's B&B episode, Liam will keep urging Hope toward Carter because he has witnessed how much he loves her and wants her to be content. Hope will heed Liam's counsel and at least give Carter a chance to express his thoughts. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope and Carter will meet up at Brooke Logan's house to discuss their current relationship in secret. Carter will tell about how he still sees a future with Hope and how much he misses her. Hope will have to make a significant choice as Carter implores her to tell him that she wants him just as much as he wants her. Will Hope acknowledge it and be open to considering a fresh start with Carter? Can Hope agree to go on as a couple and get over the hurt of their bump in the road? At some point, Katie Logan might appear with updates on what she has discovered regarding Daphne Rose's plans. Additionally, it might encourage Hope to get back in touch with Carter and grant his dream. Perhaps Hope will give in when Carter exclaims how wonderful they could still be together, as the program seems to be preparing for their next chapter. Steffy Forrester, meantime, will still have to deal with some difficult feelings as she comes to terms with the possibility that she might actually lose Liam forever. John Finnegan will continue to try his hardest to console Steffy while she attempts to comprehend a life without Liam. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam's medical crisis plot will be quite unexpected, so keep an eye out for any further startling revelations. Hope's uncertainty, Liam's romantic pressure, and Carter's covert ally. Here are the spoilers for Friday, May 2nd, 2025's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate a hidden advocate and some romantic pressure on tomorrow's show. Hope Logan will continue to be pressured by Liam Spencer to give Carter Walton another chance. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. The appeal of Carter Walton. Fans may anticipate Carter waiting for a response to his text message in tomorrow's episode. Carter only has eyes for Hope, despite Daphne Rose's, Muriel Hilaire, intense desire to have the COO for herself. After the COO struck a deal with Forrester Creations, Hope did indeed fire him. Carter is attempting to mend fences and give Hope another shot, though. Hope Logan's ambiguity. It just so happened that Hope was with Liam when Carter texted him. Liam has yet to inform Hope of his impending death. As Hope paced and considered Carter's request, fans watched. She is still unsure, though, if she ought to give him another chance. The romantic pressure of Liam Spencer. According to next episode spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam will persist in pressuring Hope to respond to Carter's SMS. Hope may have been too near to finding out about his incurable brain tumor, which contributed to this. Hope won't be as preoccupied with Liam if she and Carter get back together. It's also possible that Liam wants to make sure Hope and Beth Spencer, played by Jordan Lynn Ariza, have someone to rely on while he's away. Either way, Liam needs to stop worrying about Hope's romantic life and just tell her the truth. May 2nd, 2025 Friday. Additionally, fans may see more of Luna Nozawa. Everything appears to be going well for the designer, with Electra Forrester feeling really happy about her profession. With the assistance of Sheila Carter-Sharp, a reformed supervillain, Luna hasn't given up on Will Spencer. Will just told Electra a very personal confession. Given that and Electra's professional achievements, Luna will look for and take advantage of an opportunity. Steffy Forrester Finnegan and John Finnegan have received some worrisome news. Liam must return right away for additional testing, according to the hospital. What happens if Liam declines? People will eventually learn the truth about Liam's health condition. Hope Logan has always put faith in her gut, particularly in regards to Liam Spencer. Despite their complex, multi-layered, and heartbreaking past, Hope secretly felt she understood him better than anyone else. Therefore, Hope's internal alarm bells began to ring when Liam started acting differently, more reclusive, more preoccupied, and more prone to abrupt mood swings. Little things were the first. Lost texts. Ambiguous answers. Excuses that were not entirely consistent. But Hope didn't start to worry until he started going missing for extended periods of time, saying he needed time to think. She had already noticed this pattern, Liam disguising the truth to protect himself or others, then shutting down when he was burdened. However, it felt heavier and more pressing this time. Hope couldn't help but see the anguish behind his gaze. The fact that something significant was being withheld from her bothered her more and more as she observed him. She initially faced the changes with gentleness. She inquired whether everything was well over coffee in the cabin as Liam sidestepped her questions and gave halting answers. "I'm just exhausted," he remarked. But he was lying, and Hope knew it. Then the incident that confirmed her suspicions occurred. In one of Liam's phone conversations, she heard Steffi's name spoken. There was a prolonged pause, and Liam was clearly shaken when he realized Hope was standing close by. Why did he continue to turn to Steffi? And when Hope brought up Liam in discussion, why did Steffi suddenly become evasive? Hope's thoughts started to wander. Was it betrayed again? Or something more sinister? The last straw was when Hope noticed medical records peeking out of Liam's jacket. The records were promptly tucked away before Hope could even glance at them. She hadn't witnessed him go to the doctor. What did he conceal? Hope sat awake that night, solving a problem she was never supposed to see, as Liam slept restlessly next to her. This wasn't about another lady, she feared. It felt heavier, more profound. Was Liam ill? Was he going to die? And why would he decide to bear that weight by himself, excluding her at the very moment when he most needed her? Hope, filled with fear, started to look inside it. In an attempt to elicit a response, she cornered Finn at the hospital and casually mentioned Liam. Hope's doubts grew when Finn faltered and retracted his statement. She recognized that expression, it was the expression of someone concealing a terrible secret. Hope was now more than just worried, she was afraid. After guiding her thus far, her instincts now cried out for her to get ready for contact. But in addition to the terror, Hope was silently furious. How could Liam defend keeping their daughter in the dark if he was really concealing anything significant, particularly something that would have an impact on her future? After everything they had experienced, hadn't they vowed to be honest with one another? Hope felt deceived and was no longer only concerned. Hope decided to get the truth, no matter how difficult it was, as her emotions boiled to the surface. Clinging to a secret that threatened to ruin them both, she would approach Liam, coerce Steffi into giving the answers, and demand to know why the man she loved was moving away from her. Liam's support gives Carter hope again when Daphne's plot is revealed. After discovering that Steffi Forrester and Daphne Rose plotted to destroy Carter Walton, Hope Logan could give him another opportunity. In the meantime, Hope is unexpectedly persuaded to change her mind by Liam Spencer. As Daphne's scheme with Steffi is revealed, the reunion of Carter and Hope is in jeopardy. Hope Logan and Carter Walton are at a turning point in their relationship, and the drama on Bold and Beautiful is intensifying. A startling discovery is set to completely upend this once promising couple's world just when it looked like there was no hope left. Katie explains Daphne and Steffi's crazy plan. In a shocking turn of events that will completely upend Forrester Creations, Katie Logan is going to reveal the deceptive plan that Steffi Forrester and Daphne Rose have been putting together. Katie learns the startling truth after listening in on a candid chat between Daphne and Zend Forrester Dominguez. Steffi invited Daphne to Los Angeles with the express purpose of seducing Carter and ruining his relationship with Hope. An insider familiar to the program says, Katie will call Daphne out and push her to confess that she's been influencing Carter on Steffi's orders. Given Katie's determination to shield Carter from additional manipulation, this encounter is sure to be combustible. Carter's response to discovering that he has been duped will be nothing short of explosive. This betrayal was particularly painful because, after all, Daphne has been controlling him much more than Hope ever did. Liam's astonishing support encourages hope for Carter. Liam Spencer is actually urging his ex-wife Hope to reevaluate her relationship with Carter in a stunning turn of events that nobody anticipated. Liam tells Hope that life's too short to hold grudges and implies that Carter merits another shot during what is sure to be an emotional encounter. When Hope finds out about the plan that initially caused them to split ways, this unexpected encouragement from Liam might be the last straw she needs to let Carter back into her heart. Her exit strategy is complicated by Daphne's feelings. The fact that Daphne has become genuinely fond of Carter while carrying out Steffi's plan only serves to complicate matters. Daphne, who was first assigned the simple mission of causing friction between Hope and Carter, is now actually drawn to the guy she was meant to control. Daphne will probably claim that all that's over now that the Forresters are on the throne again when Katie confronts her, but this justification won't shield her from the repercussions of her behavior. Daphne's position becomes more and more untenable as the truth gains traction within Forrester creations. Paris will soon return as scandal breaks out. All indications suggest that once her deceit is completely revealed, Daphne will leave Los Angeles quickly. According to sources, Katie will make some predictions about Daphne's Paris return, implying that the con artist's time in Los Angeles is coming to an end. Daphne will probably have tense encounters with Hope and Carter before to her departure. Hope once told Daphne to back off when she saw her kissing Carter, saying, "Carter's taken," and that no more romantic plays should be made. Do you recall that? When Hope learns the whole truth about Daphne's betrayal, that conversation will seem insignificant in compared to what lies ahead. Will Hope and Carter be reunited by this revelation? The shocking disclosure regarding Steffi and Daphne's deception might be just what Hope and Carter need to get back together. They may gain the perspective they need to start anew when they realize that their relationship issues were caused by outside sabotage rather than incompatibility. The groundwork for Hope and Carter to maybe repair what was lost is being built with Liam's unexpectedly supportive reconciliation and the revelation of the manipulation plot. Will Carter's fall into Daphne's trap be forgiven by Hope? Is Carter able to get over his sense of betrayal from Steffi and Daphne? And will Steffi suffer any repercussions for her involvement in this plot, or will she escape unharmed once more? Hope learns the tragic truth after her startling discovery of Liam's new living situation. Unaware that her ex-husband is concealing a terrible illness that will soon destroy their entire family, Hope Logan grows suspicious when she finds out Liam Spencer has moved in with Steffi and Finn. Hope discovers Liam's stunning new living setup to break fragile peace with devastating secret threatens. When Hope Logan learns where Liam has been hiding and who he has been living with, her entire world is about to be upended. Hope Logan has been recovering from her humiliating dismissal from Forrester Creations for weeks. But when she discovers something that will leave her completely surprised tomorrow, her work-related issues will take a back seat. Hope eventually looks for answers after observing Liam Spencer's extended absence from their daughter Beth's life, and what she discovers will rock her already delicate emotional state. Heartbreak results from Hope's quest for the truth. Being fired from the family business and having your fashion line cancelled is one thing, but discovering that your child's father has inexplicably disappeared from your daughter's life is quite another. Hope hasn't completely dealt with Liam's odd disappearance because she has been so preoccupied with her career collapse. However, everything changes on May 1st when Hope begins to ask the difficult questions and her mother instinct takes over. I hope Liam's new living arrangement raises suspicions, the official synopsis for tomorrow's show states. And for good reason. After moving heaven and earth to be with his miracle child, the devoted father has been ominously silent and hasn't checked in on Beth for weeks. Hope will be devastated to learn that he has been spending time with Kelly and even doing a special daddy-daughter dance for his daughter with Steffi. The disheartening reality of Liam's disappearance. Viewers are aware that Liam is hiding a secret that might ruin Hope, but Hope is unaware of this. Following a furious dispute about Luna Spencer, Liam collapsed at Bill Spencer's estate, struck his head, and was taken to the hospital. The diagnosis? A brain mass that is inoperable and has been deemed fatal by several physicians. Since only Steffi Forrester and her husband, Dr. Finn Finnegan, are aware of Liam's serious illness, it is impossible for Hope to be in the dark while Steffi knows her co-parent is dying. In a contentious turn of events that some viewers have questioned for moral reasons, Steffi was the one who informed Liam of his grave prognosis. Red flags are raised by Liam's perplexing priorities. Liam's decision to live with Steffi and Finn instead of spending his last time with both of his girls is the most heartbreaking part of this plot. Practically speaking, the arrangement makes sense. Finn is a doctor who can keep an eye on his health, and it lets him spend more time with Kelly, but it has left Beth without her father in what might be his last days. Liam's current neglect of their daughter would feel like the cruelest betrayal to Hope, who went through the anguish of thinking Beth was dead just to find out she was alive, their miracle child. Will she be upset with Steffi for harboring this life-changing secret when she learns that Liam has given one daughter more importance than the other at this crucial period? Another layer is added to Bill's breakdown with Liam. Hope might ask Bill Spencer for information on his son when she starts looking into Liam's whereabouts. She will learn that Liam left Spencer Publications after an emotional altercation with his father, Bill, who told him he didn't want to work with him. The irony? In this increasingly intricate web of lies and secrets, Bill is still ignorant of his son's terminal illness, which leads to yet another agonizing dynamic. Will Hope be the one to mend the father-son relationship before it's too late, once she finally finds out about Liam's diagnosis? Future steps, choices and confrontations. A significant turning point will occur in tomorrow's episode as Hope starts to solve the mysteries of Liam's new living situation. One thing is for sure, the emotional consequences from this revelation will permanently alter the relationships between these people, regardless of whether fans believe Liam will truly die from his illness or recover miraculously. This is a soap opera, after all. Will Steffi's decision to hold such a significant secret be forgiven by Hope? Will she set aside her grievances to help Liam in his last days? Furthermore, how will both ladies assist their girls in comprehending and adjusting to the imminent loss of their father? Steffi Forrester has always been an astute investor in the bold and the beautiful. The stakes are higher this time, though, and the walls are closing in more quickly than she anticipated. Steffi is caught up in a web of lies she never intended to tell because Daphne's arrival in Los Angeles continues to have an impact on Forrester Creations and beyond. Daphne was a wild card, a calculated risk that Steffi thought she could handle, not just a chance addition to the fashion house's creative team. However, it's becoming more and more obvious that the cost of concealing Daphne's secret is getting out of hand. Ever the vigilant defender of morality in the Forrester-Logan orbit, Katie Logan is on the hunt, and she doesn't like what she's discovering. Over the years, Katie has witnessed enough deceit to know when someone is hiding something, and Daphne's inconsistent behavior, apprehensive looks, and awkward times with Carter Walton are making her concerned. For his part, Carter is conflicted. He has already been severely burnt, but here he is once more, drawn in by a woman who exudes danger while promising thrill. Carter has not completely stopped Daphne from flirting, even though he should have known better. Their brief, stolen, but unmistakable kiss was intended to remain in the past. But in this community, secrets are seldom kept hidden for very long. Zend was in the wrong place at the wrong moment, which was unfortunate for them. Unaware of their unintentional audience, he turned a corner backstage at the Forrester studio and saw a scene he had never seen before, Daphne and Carter lip-locking. Zend remained silent, for now. Confusion, treachery, and curiosity, however, were all evident in his expression. How deep does this run, and what is Daphne doing exactly? Katie, meanwhile, starts making connections. She has a strong feeling that this goes beyond simple flirtation. Steffi is obviously at the front of the coalition that is emerging, and it goes beyond business and fashion. Katie begins to go further, remembering instances where Daphne abruptly left meetings once Ridge or Brooke entered, or when Steffi swiftly shifted the subject. She knows Steffi too well, and the pieces are starting to come together to show a well-thought-out scheme including Carter and Daphne, driven by goals that go well beyond design portfolios. Is leverage a factor here? Retaliation? Or something more intimate? In a private time, Katie approaches Daphne and remarks casually about how close she appears to be to Carter. Daphne pretends not to notice, but her laugh and grin are too forced. Katie is not convinced. Carter, meantime, is under constant pressure. As Hope and Brooke begin to rely on him once more for emotional support and legal advice, his guilt is growing. What little trust he still has at Forrester might be shattered if the truth about Daphne is revealed, if it is discovered that he once more became involved with a woman who might not be who she says she is? What about Steffi? She is observing everything as it eludes her. Chaos is quickly erupting from what began as a concerted attempt to upend Forrester Creations and gain control of Brooke's influence. She had faith in Daphne and thought her audacity might work to her advantage. She is now aware, though, that Daphne's desire might surpass even her own. The countdown to detonation has already started, with Zend possibly prepared to reveal everything he witnessed and Katie surreptitiously gathering proof. Steffi has to choose between doubling down and hoping her alliances remain strong or coming clean and cutting her losses. Because there will be no turning back once Zend tells the wrong person what he witnessed and Katie confronts Ridge. The secret is no longer secure. And lives in Los Angeles are never the same when secrets blow up. Every character in The Bold and the Beautiful is pushed to the brink of love, loyalty, life, and even death. The program launches into one of the most emotionally charged and unpredictable storylines it has ever tried, as the sun rises over the Forrester estate and the sparkling Los Angeles skyline blinks with suspense. This year's sweeps, which begins with Liam Spencer's still developing health problem, does not let fans down in a month noted for high drama and memorable cliffhangers. As his symptoms worsen, including impaired vision, shaky hands, and bewilderment, Liam is forced to face the horrifying possibility that something more serious is amiss. The atmosphere deteriorates as Dr. Finn rushes to Steffi's house after receiving the results. The expression on Finn's face speaks for itself, and when Steffi's eyes well up with tears, viewers prepare for the news that Liam may have a brain tumor or another life-threatening illness, and that treatment may already be behind schedule. Liam, however, is obstinate and in denial and will not give up. He is committed to shielding Steffi, Hope, and Kelly from the psychological effects. He is unaware that the facade's cracks are already apparent and are just becoming worse. In the meantime, romance is exploding throughout Los Angeles in both predictable and astounding ways. Once more, Rich Forrester is pulled emotionally between his alleged destiny with Brooke Logan and the more sincere bond he is re-establishing with Taylor Hayes. In an attempt to win Ridge back, Brooke, who has always been a competitive competitor, throws a lavish, well-publicized Forrester Creations benefit in his honor, replete with a stunning gown that she helped create. Ridge, however, starts to feel the effects of Taylor's quiet fortitude and the unbreakable link they've rebuilt through co-parenting and their recent togetherness against Sheila. Ridge drags Taylor into a rooftop kiss just as Brooke believes she's winning, leaving her gasping for air and Brooke incensed. Brooke captures them in the act and gives one of her most passionate, tearful monologues to date. Cue the explosions, both literal and figurative. However, she's not the only Logan lady going through hardship. Hope Logan begins to feel that something is seriously wrong as a result of Liam's emotional detachment. She notices his strange behavior and periods of inattention despite his best attempts to conceal his condition. Hope's heartache intensifies when she overhears Liam and Steffi having what she believes to be a private chat late one evening outside the Cliff House, only to learn later that it was about Kelly and not romance. However, the seeds of skepticism have been sown, and when she discovers medical records Liam attempted to conceal, her suspicions intensify. Carter Walton, meantime, is coping with a different type of betrayal. After falling deeply in love with Hope and witnessing a potential future, he is saddened when she withdraws both emotionally and professionally, demanding that they put their relationship on hold so she may devote more time to her family. What is it she keeps from him? The inference is obvious, something is happening, and it goes beyond co-parenting. She noticed a text message from Steffi on Liam's phone that said, "Don't tell Hope anything yet." In a surprising turn of events, Carter seeks solace from Katie Logan, only to discover that she is also dealing with her own problem after discovering Daphne kissing Carter at a fashion show fitting, and Steffi was aware of it all along. Now, Katie must make the difficult decision to either destroy Steffi's alliance or leave in silence in order to safeguard her sister's commercial interests. Sheila Carter's shadow is once again very much present as the weeks get hotter. Despite being imprisoned, Sheila uses her connections to get information to Deacon. Her most recent ruse involves the startling allegation that a Forrester doctor allegedly fabricated medical records to hide a scandal involving a young Steffi. If it's real, it has the potential to destroy the Forrester family, discredit Finn, and completely upend Steffi's life. Given that he is now at last gaining Hope's forgiveness, Deacon must choose between looking into it more and letting it go. Eric Forrester makes a daring choice elsewhere. He wants to return to the company full-time, but not merely as a figurehead. In particular, he wants to create a legacy collection that rivals Ridge's most recognizable collections. Ridge is dubious, but the generational conflict becomes evident when Eric enlists RJ and Zen to assist in realizing the idea. Is Eric's comeback an act of rebellion or a renaissance? The future of the business may depend on the response. Then there's the unexpected dark horse twist. Thomas Forrester makes a cautious, silent comeback, but this time he has a secret of his own. He says he's healed and transformed and that all he wants is serenity. However, a mysterious phone conversation to an unidentified acquaintance raises the possibility that he is concealing more than just sorrow. Is there someone at Forrester Creations that Thomas might be working against? Is he preparing to reclaim the legacy that he feels has been taken from him? Or is he the only one who is aware of Liam's diagnosis and the true cause of his unpredictable behavior? The show anticipates a furious altercation between Thomas and Finn as May charges ahead, which might cause a startling injury or worse. By the last week of sweeps, viewers may anticipate a surprise engagement that nobody anticipated, a long-standing pair dissolving, and at least one character dealing with a life-or-death medical issue. Betrayals will surface, loyalties will be put to the test, and the Logan-Forrester rivalry might be permanently altered. There is no holding back for the bold and the beautiful. This May sweeps is fulfilling its promise of leaving fans breathless, teary-eyed, and yearning for more with a blend of intensely personal narrative, glitzy fashion drama, and medical riddles that reflect the show's history of high-stakes conflict. Every episode packs a punch, whether it's about Liam's fate, Ridge's hard decision, Hope's eroding trust, or Eric's legacy at stake. And in typical B&B form, just when you think things can't get any worse, they do.